In this tutorial, I will take you through how slide conditions work and how to set up different kinds of slide conditions. Slide conditions are conditions that are based on individual slides. And as you know, to access the slide settings, you have the pencil icon on each of your slides. So if you hit that one, you open up slide settings. Scroll to the bottom, you'll find the slide conditions. And as you may have noticed, there are three kinds of slide conditions you can add. You can add the the date time range, you can add the time range, and you can add the screen conditions. The time date range gives you an option of displaying the individual slide within a specific start and end date. You can set the time too, but as a default, you have a start date with a start time and an end date with an end time. In this case, let's set up, for example, a slide we want it to be only displayed on January 15th. The automatic delete slide, when the condition expires, will remove the slide after the condition is expired, so you don't have to clean up inside your playlist. Another slide condition you can add is the one that is based on the time range. This one will be displayed on all days throughout a week, and it will, of course, only be displayed between your start and end time. So you could, for example, set up as a condition saying, hey, I want this slide only to be displayed between 8 and 8:30, and the slide will only be displayed between those two times of the day. The rest of the time it would simply not be displayed. And you can of course add multiple conditions. So let's just put in 10 to 10:30, meaning now my slide is displayed every day from 8 to 8:30 and from 10 to 10:30. A third slide condition is screen. And screen is a link between a specific slide and one or more screens. So in short, this means that you're simply saying that this slide is supposed to play on only chosen screens. To give you an idea of how you can use the slide condition based on screens, imagine you have an office in Berlin and you have an office in New York, and you would prefer one playlist with all of your slides, and then one day you think, hey, I want to add the weather view for my office in Berlin and for my office in New York. So to do this, I simply start by creating a new slide. I add the weather view and I select Berlin. So I'm going to open up the slide settings. In the lower section, I'm going to open up slide conditions. I'm going to hit the screen, the tab for screens, and then I'm simply going to find the screens or TVs that I have in Berlin. In this case, I have two. I will add these two, hit the save. Now, this was the one for Berlin. To do one for New York, the easiest way would be to simply clone the slide that I already created. Instead of Berlin, I'm going to find New York. That's all the settings that I'm going to change. Then I can go into slide settings again. I can remove the Berlin screens and then simply find the two screens that I have in New York, add those two, and hit save. So what that means is now I have one playlist that has been published to 4 screens. I have 8 slides. Slide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will play on all 4 TVs screens. Slide 7 is only displayed on the TVs that I have in Berlin, and slide 8 is only displayed on the TVs that I have in New York.